If you're over 60 and find yourself waking up more than once at night to urinate, feeling like your bladder never fully empties, or standing there waiting far too long for your stream to begin, I want you to pay close attention. These aren't just the normal signs of aging. They're signals from your body that something deeper is going on. And believe it or not, this is far more common than many men realize. As a prostate specialist, I've seen this again and again. And here's the truth. It's not just your age. More often than not, your prostate is reacting to the everyday habits you've picked up over the years, small things you do without thinking that slowly contribute to an enlarged, irritated, and overworked prostate. But the good news is this: once you understand what those habits are, you can start making simple changes that help restore balance, reduce pressure, and bring comfort back into your life. In this video, I'll walk you through 3 common daily habits that often contribute to prostate problems and show you what to do instead. These behaviors are incredibly widespread even among men who seem otherwise healthy, but over time, they place stress on your urinary system, increase inflammation, and gradually throw your prostate out of balance. You'll learn what these habits are, why they cause problems, and what small, realistic changes you can begin making today. If you're tired of constant urgency, uncomfortable nights, or feeling like your bladder is running the show, this video is for you. And let me be clear, you're not stuck with these symptoms. Your body is capable of improving, especially when you remove the things that are irritating it day after day. The first habit that often leads to prostate enlargement over time is one most men are guilty of: holding in urine too long. Maybe you're busy running errands, you don't want to use a public restroom, or you just want to finish what you're doing. It seems harmless, but when this becomes routine, the bladder ends up under too much pressure, and that pressure is passed directly onto the prostate. Here's why that matters. Your prostate sits just below your bladder and surrounds the urethra, the tube that carries urine out of your body. Think of it like a soft, flexible ring wrapped around a straw. When that ring becomes swollen or inflamed, flow slows down or struggles to start. When you regularly delay urination, your bladder expands more than it should and it pushes downward. That downward force lands directly on your prostate, like leaning onto an already sensitive sponge. Over time, this repeated compression irritates the prostate, thickens its tissue, and contributes to swelling. This is one of the sneakiest ways men develop what we call bladder outlet obstruction, when the bladder is ready to empty, but the path is too tight to allow easy flow. This strain can not only make urination uncomfortable, it can wear down the bladder muscle itself. You might think holding it occasionally is harmless, but to your body, it's like asking a balloon to stretch more than it's designed to. Again and again, eventually, the structure and tone begin to change. The good news is, there's a simple shift: start going earlier. Don't wait until the urge becomes intense. Responding sooner helps release pressure, keeps the system in rhythm, and gives your prostate a break. This one small change can make a world of difference over time. Now let's talk about the second habit, one that often catches men off guard because it seems unrelated. It's ignoring constipation. When your bowels become backed up, whether from lack of fiber, low water intake, or too many processed foods, the buildup causes constant pressure in your lower abdomen. That pressure lands right behind the prostate and applies force from the backside, like having a brick pressing against a sponge. The result? Reduced blood flow, irritated tissue, and ongoing inflammation that doesn't stay contained. It spreads to nearby organs, including your prostate. Over time, this low-grade inflammation is one of the key drivers of benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. But that's not all. Constipation also throws off your gut bacteria, your body's internal ecosystem. When your gut microbiome is disrupted, systemic inflammation rises again, impacting the prostate and making urinary symptoms worse. Unfortunately, today's diet, especially in older adults, tends to be low in fiber and high in processed foods, red meat, and cheese. These slow digestion and dry out stool, leading to hard, compacted waste that your body struggles to pass. What begins as mild constipation can easily turn into a pattern of pressure, irritation, and worsening prostate health. Thankfully, the fix is simple. You can support your digestion by slowly increasing fiber-rich foods like cooked vegetables, fruits, especially prunes and pears, oats, chia seeds, and flax seeds. These not only help you stay regular, they reduce the pressure on your prostate and improve overall circulation in your pelvic region. When your bowels flow freely, your prostate gets to rest. And when that pressure is gone, symptoms often begin to ease. Now for the third habit, one of the most overlooked contributors to prostate discomfort: sitting for long periods without movement. It's incredibly common, especially later in life when routines slow down and comfort becomes a priority. But hours spent sitting, whether reading, watching TV, or browsing your phone, can have a hidden cost. Your pelvic area, where your bladder, colon, and prostate are located, is meant to stay in motion. That movement supports circulation, bringing in nutrients and clearing away waste. When you sit too long without moving, that system slows down. Blood flow weakens, lymph drainage stalls. Toxins and inflammatory byproducts start to collect, and they gather right where your prostate lives. Your prostate is a soft, sensitive gland. It's not designed to sit in stagnation for hours. When circulation stops flowing, the tissue becomes inflamed and swollen, slowly contributing to enlargement. And you may not notice the effects right away, but over time, this lack of movement can lead to pelvic tension, inflammation, and worsening urinary symptoms. That's why I recommend movement snacks throughout the day. These are short bursts of gentle movement, nothing extreme. Just a simple action every 30 to 40 minutes. Standing up, walking a bit, stretching your back, swinging your legs, or even taking a few deep breaths. Think of your prostate like a sponge. If it never moves, it stiffens. But when you move, you keep it healthy, nourished, and flexible. Movement isn't about burning calories, it's about keeping your body alive and responsive at its core. Even a few mindful minutes of movement per hour can go a long way toward protecting your prostate for years to come. So now you know 3 everyday habits that quietly contribute to prostate problems: waiting too long to urinate, neglecting your fiber intake, and sitting too much without movement. They might seem small, but over time, they shape your health in big ways. The power here is that all 3 are completely changeable. You don't need a drastic lifestyle overhaul, just a little more awareness, a little more consistency, and the willingness to care for your body before discomfort sets in. I've seen men in their 60s, 70 seconds, and 80 seconds turn their symptoms around. Fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom, stronger flow, less urgency, more peace in their body, all by paying attention to the simple habits they do every day. So if you've been feeling frustrated, uncomfortable, or even a little anxious about what's happening, take a deep breath. You're not alone, and you are not stuck. Your prostate doesn't have to control your life. You can take care of it, just like it's been trying to take care of you all along. If this video helped, please consider subscribing and sharing it with someone who needs it. Often, the biggest changes begin with the smallest bits of awareness. Thank you for watching. Your best health isn't behind you, it's still within reach.